let's look at trying to investigate what happened. And I'm going to speak as though we need to probe and let's put government and security agencies on their toes for it. These are human beings that we are talking about. Can we, for example, start looking at the possibility that this crime scene could have given us a clue to the cause of the incident? Is it possible?
No, definitely. Shehu, I don't, you know me, I say it as it is. It's very clear that there is an absence of effectiveness and efficiency on the part of our law enforcement agencies. We can, talk about this from today to tomorrow, but that's at the middle of this issue. If the law enforcement agencies were effective, if they were efficient, by now they would have been able to arrest. They would have been able to even use forensic investigation. Shells were used. And for each shell, you'll be able to determine where that...
The ballistic analysis
exactly,
of this is almost easy to trace and track.
Let's leave the scene of the incident. Let's go into the cyberspace. Communication was held. And we know that there is capability for determining or eavesdropping on communication. For such an attack, coordinated like of the type that we had, almost 20
communities. That is going almost a federal constituency being wiped out.
So definitely there must have been some form of communication.
Even the movement, Dr. Adamu, could they have moved from 20 communities? We would have taken almost about 15
can take it step
to
by
10
step.
kilometers.
I talked about forensic investigation. I went into the cyberspace. Then what of aerial surveillance? You could use in today's world, different technologies can give you an indication of movement, even if it was in the cover of night. From satellite images, you can see movement, where they came from, where they went to, and even after the incident, where did they go to. Then post-incident analysis. There would definitely...
Does our security architecture have that kind of sophistication?
We do. One of the things that I was hoping for, there was a presidential directive. And you are in the media space. It would be interesting to ask the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the National Security Advisor, if they raised tasking orders from that presidential directive. In other words, orders to the various security agencies, asking them in clear terms, produce A, B, C.
In this regard, in terms of intelligence gathering.
Apart from intelligence gathering, law enforcement, because intelligence, and I don't want to say intelligence failed, because you and I don't know. It could be that the DSS or the other intelligence agencies had written reports that something was going to happen, and then nobody took action. It could be. We don't know. But my point is that there should have been clear directives saying arrest those persons, produce XYZ with clear timelines, to say within the period, this is what we expect. And then somebody should have been monitoring that. The incident happened on the 24th
of December.
Of December. And where today is
December, January the 6th, yeah.
So enough time, at least for a preliminary report on the incident. Enough for someone in an official capacity to brief the nation to say this and this and this have been done. So I don't want to kid you and
so unfortunately, a theory that could happen is also except if there is a highly placed involvement in this attack.
I don't like conspiracy.
No. I'm saying that if all of these layers of analysis that you've made, the ballistic, the investigation on the crime scene, the satellite imaging, and all of those things, if those things, which we have the capability, if all of these things are not working, then maybe there's a manipulation of the process.
Somebody dropped the ball.
It could be a theory.
There's no manipulation. It's just the lack of accountability that we have institutionalized into governance. And I want to put the Honorable on the spot. He was a member of the 9th Assembly. That lack of accountability was institutionalized. Because even if the executive arm of government didn't do it, till today, the National Assembly has not raised a committee to look into the just crisis. So let's assume there is a conspiracy within the executive arm of government, which I don't believe. Then are we also saying that there is a conspiracy within the legislative arm of government, both at the federal and at the state level? Because if for instance, the federal did not do it, what is stopping the state to do it? So this is the challenge with us as a people. The fact that we accept what we shouldn't accept. 200 Nigerians were killed, and we're moving on as if nothing happened. No. So I don't think it's a conspiracy theory. It's rather our governance has institutionalized lack of accountability, and we're accepting it and moving on. By now, all of these three arms of government should have moved to ensure that an investigation is conducted with enough pressure on the various persons that are holding responsibility. We have an Operation Safe Haven in the Plateau state. Billions of naira are being budgeted for the operations of that Operation Safe Haven. It failed woefully in preventing that attack. It has failed woefully in arresting the persons that carried out those attacks.